It's that time of year, we got brand new Lego Minecraft sets to look at, and these are quite fascinating to say the least. The Lego Minecraft theme seems to be taking a bit of a different direction, focusing more on different scale sets, I guess, just trying to hit different markets. And the Chicken Jockey Desert Attack is certainly a bizarre example of this. This seems to be a similar scale to what was done with the Baby Pig's Birthday, but introduces some new characters. One, of course, being the Chicken Jockey. Definitely too late to the party, but you get the idea. So yeah, this is a weird one. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. I'm sure these are all prints. They're plenty posable, which is great to see. I do think the puppy is cute. It's got that the dog energy. I don't know if anybody remembers that, which is just the giant heads. Oh, so if you push the golem's head down, his arms swing. That definitely explains because that was the biggest problem I had with him, proportionally, is his long neck. But that's kind of a fun feature. Yeah, there you go. That's everybody. The Ender Dragon is kind of similar, where it's not your typical minifigure scale playset, though I think this would scale pretty well to minifigures. And there's certainly some great parts. This is definitely the best Lego Ender Dragon we've ever seen, and it's rigged up the same as a lot of the Harry Potter dragons they've done in the past, where the wings actually do flap, which is really cool. You can see a fun printed little health bar on the bottom, and these really unique cloth. The wings are fantastic to see. Really excited to incorporate those into a custom version of the dragon that hopefully will look even better than this. I think this is a good model, for sure. And I think a lot of people will be rightfully very excited about this, because it functions not only as a kinetic display model, which is really cool, but also as a great plaything. So yeah, I like this set a lot. Also reasonably priced from what I've seen so far. And still, there is yet one more of these big buildable figures. This is in a similar scale as to last year's Creeper. I think it'll look nice standing alongside it just because of its spindly form. It does come with a base as well. You also get a diamond helmet to put on him. I think for the most part, this is great. I think the use of dark gray in the shading of the head is just a little bit too much. This is where Lego could really benefit from bringing very light bluish gray back into their color palette. There might be a few medium measure recolors in the helmet, but otherwise, yeah, not for me, but it is cool. It's a cool display model for sure. Too bad there will be almost certainly no functionality with the arrow. But the ability to put the helmet on is pretty cool. We got ball joints for the arms, so it'll be plenty posable. Yeah, it looks like you can pop out of the ground easily, which is exactly what you'd want. And I see this with a lot of the sets, but you can unlock some sort of in-game item, I assume on Bedrock only, with these. So you got a skeleton diamond helmet. Ooh. All right, finally a playset. And this one is interesting because it's a remake of the Guardian Battle from, I believe it was just 2022, so a set that's not even 4 years old. And they've remade it, and it's very similar, including both the Elder Guardian and the Guardian again. They've both got this entrance to the ocean monument. This one has more figures instead of all the axolotls like on the last set. So we got that same dolphin design that we've seen for a few years now, but also this is our obligatory Steve set with the new skin tone. Probably don't need to call it new at this point. It's 2 years old already at least, right? New diver skin. I do really like that. I wish they would have made like a reference to an Aqua Zone diver. I was looking and it doesn't appear to be anything that I instantly recognize, but let me know if this skin is familiar to you. And then a drowned as well. Looks like we got one of the new chest designs as buried treasure here, which is cool. This is meant to be an ocean rune, actually. You can tell with the 172, whatever block that is. Hardened unstained clay, more likely. And then the coral design always looks great too. I believe the old Elder Guardian shot a blue projectile and it's green now, so make of that what you will. This is a great set, especially if you missed out on the set from simply 4 years ago. I imagine that was a big seller. And maybe I'll do a comparison video of those two sets. Though they are so shockingly similar, there might not be a lot to say. You do get a dark orange boat. Does Steve have a singular oar instead of two? I don't know what's up with that. maybe not. But regardless, yeah, just some acacia boat. Looks like you got some gold in the chest, brick built clownfish. A full set of enchanted armor is nice to see, though. And Steve is the only minifigure they're not afraid to put armor on. They don't want to cover up all their graphic design work, which I get, but just include it on an armor stand or something, guys. We love armor in sets, and it's so cheap. Still no armor trims this year, though, which is a little sad. Same old map design, too. Solid set, no complaints here. Model does not float, never mind, that's my complaint. All right, things are gonna start getting really exciting really fast. This is the First Night Adventure, a really cool back to basics kind of return to form for LEGO Minecraft. I adore this set so much. There's a lot of really cool things going on here. Obviously, we got a new dog variant. First time we're seeing that, really cool, looks great. New warm pig or temperate pig. I don't know. I don't know my pig variants very well yet. Looks awesome. If it is a warm pig, doesn't make sense in the birch biome or certainly not in the spruce biome. Is it a cold pig? That would make more sense. I know some of you will be eager to correct me in the comments anyway, and it's great for engagement. But what's really cool about this set, and we'll see this in the other pictures here, you can actually harvest the trees and you can make a hole in the wall sort of First Night player base. Love this idea so much. That is so good. It's gonna make assembling these trees kind of a pain. They're made of a lot of small pieces, but this functionality is so great to see. Love the repurposing there. This is mineable coal or two. You also get a chest with some berries. Looks like just a hint of some seeds in there. Angry bee and the rabbit from earlier this year too. Awesome stuff, and a creeper. Just tons of mobs in here at this small. And is that a transparent base plate? It's so hard to tell. And these blurry images, something looks slightly off with it, so I have to imagine it is transparent. But not only can you build up this house, you can blow it up because there's a creeper in the set, which is great. That's amazing how they packed all this simple functionality intentionally, into this tiny little set. It's great just to get a terrain build like this. This is like the ultimate first Minecraft set. This is what you should be getting your friends for their birthday. It's a great way, I think, to introduce anyone to the LEGO Minecraft theme and easily win them over. I've been eagerly looking forward to this one ever since the names leaked. Gas Station is just the most hilarious name ever. It's so clever, it's so perfect, and this one's a lot of fun too. It focuses once again heavily on just great reusable parts, basic terrain. You love to see its really vertical build. This one speaks to me a lot. If the rumors are correct, no matter how you're gonna slice it though, this is gonna be an expensive set. At the time of recording this, I am under the impression that it's $100, which is terrible, and the reason they're charging that is probably for all these special prints and minifigures that they're including in the set. But what I see here, I do really like. I think it's a tad under detailed. You get a lot of these blank, boring columns. It's maybe a little too clean. Crazy to say for a Minecraft set perhaps, but lots of great stuff going on here, including 2 new player skins. Like, I don't know, he's got the goggles. I don't know who this guy, he looks like an orc almost or something, but you get the sad withered ghast that you find in the nether. You get the baby happy ghast, then you get a medium-sized happy ghast, and then you just get a honking huge happy ghast, one that you can actually put the saddle on. They did not skimp on the gas. They gave you everything you could possibly want, so that's really cool to see. And you also got 2 skeletons here as well. Here's most of the lineup. You can see those specialized prints. They look great. The medium ghast looks really, really well done. We'll see what the names of these characters are. They might reveal more about them. But they both got the goggles like the actual happy gas does. That's kind of fun. Here's the front view of the set, and I do think the set looks much better from this angle than whatever that first image was. You can see we've got the lava, and all this waterfall is really cool. So you got the ghast riding down the waterfall. That's adorable. Ladders going up to the different areas. Looks like we got a cauldron beneath the dripstone. That's kind of fun. Little dripstone cave here. There's the actual happy ghast rig. You got the boat, even they've included the chest boat. That's really fun. Vines on the side. Okay, there's a lot more cool detail here, and you can see that's taking place in the lush cave biome, which gives you a bunch of fun plant elements. The hanging vines. Looks like got a little lava pool with obsidian. Great stuff. Oh, and it looks like the goggles can indeed be raised because they're hinged. Lots of great attention to detail here. Here's a little better, clearer look at the skins. We get a chest. Are those meant to be, they can be diamond blocks, maybe just wool. I'm not sure. Hay bale in there by the looks of it. 2x2 trans clear jumper, interesting. And the gas can fit in there, which is really nice. I got some fence detail on the wall, so yeah, it is a bit more detailed than I gave it credit for earlier on. Yeah, I like this one a lot. Wish it wasn't so expensive. And you can, oh, it's like a waterfall ride. You can take the boat down the waterfall. Love that. And in this picture, these plates are definitely transparent, so that's cool. Glad to see more of those. All right, one last set here, and I've certainly been looking forward to this one. This is the Evoker Village Attack. So it looks like we got a Plains Village, not a Savannah Village. So no new Savannah Villager variants for me, but that's okay. There's a lot of great stuff in this set. Finally, an Evoker and no less than 3 Vexes. It is not abundantly clear to me what is going on with these wing pieces and why is there a 1x2 rounded plate on the back. Very curious to see what that element is. I assume it is a new element. In the earliest leaked pictures of this set, that looks like a vinyl or a fabric piece like they did for the LA. So I'm very curious now because it looks like hard plastic, but if it's hard plastic, why do we need this weird supplementary? I really don't know. This is using the baby mob, baby zombie, baby pigman head. 2 new villager variants. I believe this is the stonemason blacksmith. So he is dark brown with a black printed apron over there with some additional detailing. This is a librarian, if I'm not mistaken. Unfortunately, no glasses and no book hat, which is kind of a bummer. I wish they would have at least done the glasses. I can understand them not wanting to do the book head and do the weird mold. Glasses, I feel like that's important. Evoker looks great though. 2 player skins here as well. The gold figure looks pretty good. Is this another character they're referencing? I don't know. But yeah, 2 substantial villager houses, meeting area, so you can ring the bell when you get attacked. I love a lot about this set, but man, this guy is not one of the things I love. They've changed the sheep design, so I'm guessing this is the magenta sheep. But they've changed the sheep design when we were so close to getting all the sheep, and we just had the old sheep design used in the advent calendar last year. They've just filled it, like, don't get me wrong, it looks nicer, but, we were so close. I don't know why they keep changing the designs of figures like the villager. They changed him in the past. Iron Golem made sense. Iron Golem had a texture change. But this hurts a little bit when it's something that now feels incompatible with everything you had before it. It's one thing when you have something like the Iron Golem, which kind of stands on its own. You only need 1 Iron Golem. But if you've got like a sheep pen, you're gonna have the odd sheep out, the black sheep in the family. I wish they would have made another black sheep so people could actually get that. But instead, we're redoing the magenta sheep, which came in a cheap set just a couple of years ago. And it's a new weird stuff, man. Here's a better look at everybody. Is that the Totem of Undying? I think that is. Interesting. I have not noticed that before, so that's exciting. Oh, okay. It's that weird diamond piece that first showed up in Monkey Kid, I want to say, but it's in gray. So they have a 1x3 rounded plate in the back connecting it. That makes sense. Would have been nice to get a vinyl wing piece again like the alley, but yeah, for using existing parts, I think that works pretty well. No, there's a better look at some of the most important things here in the set. The new sheep, you can see, it's just a lot more consistent. It definitely looks better. Great to actually get a new cat variant rather than recycling an old one. This skin is pretty cool. I like that. Again, I wonder if we'll ever see printed legs again out of LEGO Minecraft. They are just committed to not doing that for some reason. Yeah, it's gonna be a weird summer. A lot of like big brick built characters, more display pieces rather than play sets, but pretty substantial play sets, which is fun. There's nothing more I love about LEGO Minecraft sets than the sheep, and this hurts my soul a little bit, but there's a lot of good stuff, lots of new things. Surprised not to see a Nautilus though in the underwater set. Surprised not to see armor trims yet in this set, which needs armor perhaps more than anything else. There is no armor, which is crazy. This would be an easy one, just throw armor on an armor stand. I mean, they've technically done the gold pants here, but let me know what you think of these and what set is your favorite. I think the First Night Adventure, I think as a set is just the best. I love this one for like the 2 new villager variants, and there's so much new stuff in here that makes this one really awesome. But I think as a standalone set, if you just separate it from everything else, that First Night Adventure set is really, really perfect. That's all I got for this time. Hope you have yourself a great life, and I'll see you again here soon.